everybody. Are you ready to work out with me and my friends? Then let's go!
Hello everyone, so, right, a little bit of context about today's video. So when I do my own projects, you know, character design, animation, animate scenes, blah blah blah, I have a very consistent theme running through all of them, and I don't stray far from it. Themes such as guns, people with swords, blood, death, violence, angry people, frowny faces, people shooting things, robots getting shot at. This sounds like the confession of a serial killer. I'm getting somewhere, I promise. So I draw this kind of subject matter in a kind of cartoony way. It's just fun. So the other day my wife was like, hey, have you ever drawn something, you know, kind of cute? And later that day I was asking people on Patreon what I should do, and someone said, and I was like, okay, we'll do that then. So here we are, I'm going to animate Barbie today. I'm going to take a voice clip from the trailer that came out, and I'm going to animate her talking to it. So, let's do it! So for the design, I kind of went for something that kind of looks like Margot Robbie, kind of not. It's sort of my own thing, I guess. And I gave her giant eyes, because Barbie has big eyes. Does she? I don't think she does, actually. But this one does, so I was trying to find a decent voice clip to animate this to, and I was thinking maybe I can use some older Margot Robbie movies. So I was looking at Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, not quite Barbie. And then I was thinking maybe Neighbours, the TV show from Australia.
They're moving into round 3.
And after thinking long and hard, I thought, you know what? I'm just going to use a voice clip from the Barbie trailer. Okay, anyways, design. So I don't have any rules around designing. It's mostly just around simplicity and solid shapes and something that I can hit a nice pose with some weight. And that's what I got with this design. It does change quite a bit towards the end. I change her outfit. I keep adding to it and then I change her outfit. Okay, time to rig her. So I'm not going to show the building part. I'm just going to show you what the rig looks like. It's very straightforward. Just some, you know, moving eyelids, pieces that can move and rotate. I added deformers to the eyebrows. I also added cutters to the eyes so they stay within the eye. You can look around like that. And I also added different mouth shapes. I also spent a little bit of time rigging the hair. Obviously not enough because to animate this was an utter nightmare.
But it was a nightmare. And it was a nightmare.
But I got it. It looks a bit kind of wiggy in the end. Clothes move around. The shoulders move up and down. I have an envelope deformer on a shoulder piece so she could move her shoulders up and kind of express herself like that. And yeah, there's no legs. There's no legs in this build yet. Like I said, I kept adding to this. I kept getting bigger and bigger, but it looks pretty good in the end. So yeah, if you want to learn more about rigging and building in ToonBoom, I have a video and I'll put a link on the screen right here, and I go more into detail about rigging there. Okay, so let's listen to the voice clip in its entirety so we have an idea what direction I'm gonna head in this scene.
Hey Barbie.
Yeah.
Can I come to your house tonight?
Sure. I don't have anything big planned, just a giant blowout party with all the Barbies and planned choreography and a bespoke song. You should stop by.
So cool.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
So I do animate professionally, and I have for about a decade. Whenever I get a scene that has dialogue, it's a dialogue driven scene, I'll usually listen to the audio 5, 6, 7 times and I'll figure out just in my head, or sometimes I'll rough out some thumbs, which direction I'm going to head with the scene. I usually have a pretty good idea off the bat of where I wanted to go, and when I start posing out, I do it really rough. I really rough the pose out. And by that I mean I don't really care. Like you can see in the posing in the video here, it doesn't quite look right. The arms are kind of weird, you know, things aren't quite working out. I'm just seeing what works in the pose. And I'm doing that because I don't want to spend too much time on any given pose if it doesn't work in the end. You know, we're under deadlines all the time. We gotta finish scenes for directors and producers and clients and blah 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 blah. So I get it down real quick and dirty. Now, when I rigged this character, I didn't draw all the hands. I just drew a couple of placeholder hands, and then as I started posing it out, I drew in the hands that I felt would make the pose stronger and that were appropriate for each pose. And I just drew them in rough to begin with, just to give me an idea of how the pose looks and how it's going to look in the end. But you can see right here, the hands are just like scratched out, chicken scratch red, and it helps me visualize the pose better. And roughing in poses like this is the same concept as traditional animation, like in the previous video I did with Tintin. I roughed in the pose real quick just to see how it would look, and if it didn't work, I'd start again, or I'd erase stuff, or I'd change it, but it's just to keep the momentum going, and so I can get this done in a reasonable time. So the eyes on this design are quite big, they're very big actually, and that's useful because I can use those for a lot of expression, and I can really stretch and squash them, have her look around, have the eyebrows go up and down, kind of point down, up, the eyeball kind of look left and right. I can have the lower eye sort of arc up to give a sort of cheeky expression. Yeah, it's very useful. It's very useful for cartoony cartoons. Because if you have a cartoon, I worked on a cartoon that was very held cell, you know, hit a pose, expression, hit a pose, expression, and these characters also had really big eyes, and you could use those eyes to sell your scene, sell your pose, sell your acting a little bit more, and in a more fun, sort of, I don't know, expressive way. What I'm saying is that eyes are a very efficient way to express emotion in a character. So when you're in the posing stage of your scene, what you're trying to do is you're trying to find the beats of the scene, and you're trying to find the breakdowns of the scene also. A breakdown is, well, you have your key poses, and the breakdown is the key in between two key poses. So let's say you have a bouncing ball, one pose is on the bottom, one's at the top. The breakdown would be the one in the middle where the ball is going up, let's say, and it's stretching. In this case, when Barbie's moving side to side, for example, she's going screen right to screen left. The breakdown is the one key in between those two poses. Okay, so I have my rough posing mostly done. Let's check out what I have so far, and then we'll move on to cleanup and then keys.
Hey, Barbie.
Yeah,
Can I come to your house tonight?
sure. I don't have anything big planned, just a giant blowout party with all the Barbies and planned choreography and a bespoke song. You should stop by.
So cool.
Yeah, okay. Bye.
Right, so that's what I mean by hitting beats. Every time she changes a sentence or she's emphasizing something, you want to hit that pose, and then you could fill in the keys in the next stage. Yay! Okay. Key time. So keys are the part of the scene where you're figuring out how your character is getting from pose to pose in an appealing way, and you're also working out timing a little bit better. Now in studio, they don't really have key stages anymore. Not the ones I've worked at, the last couple of studios. It's pose stage and then tween stage. And tween stage includes lip sync and an overlapping action and all the little cherry on the top kind of stuff that makes animation kind of pop a little bit. But posing in studio is kind of like, you throw a couple of breakdowns in there and some keys just to show how you're getting from A to B, just to sell what you're trying to get at in your scene. My cat is making noises behind me, sorry about that. So yeah, adding some breakdowns and keys in your pose stage is a great way to sell how you're getting from one pose to the other. So you can see here in this action, I'm working out Barbie's arm coming up and she's looking at her fingernails. I'm trying to work out some arcs and some drag and some breakdowns and some slow in and slow out. Mostly arcs. Well, not mostly arcs, all of them together actually. But I do like nice bouncy arcy animation. That's what I like to do. So here's a good example of using eyes as a way to sell an expression. I'm trying to make her as adorable here as possible, and having that one eye screen right on the bottom there kind of curve up. I think that really sells adorableness. The adorable meter is going off the scales. Okay, moving on. Okay, so I'm working out this part now where she's kind of going side to side, talking about her party she's going to have, and I'm going to add some drag on her hands. She's kind of talking with her hands a lot. I saw an interview with Margot Robbie. She was talking about how she got a gig, just a minor gig, on a Scorsese film, and she was using her hands. It was Wolf of Wall Street, by the way. She was using her hands to sort of fit in with the character, so I kind of took that and I applied it to Barbie, even though it doesn't really kind of fits the character. I don't know. I like it. Using your hands in acting is a great way to sell your character and to give it life. So that's what I'm doing here. And she's going to go back and forth And when I'm doing that, the hands are going to drag, head's going to drag. I'm going to drag the hair as well, and they're going to be on arcs. So to really sell the adorableness, I'm going to have Barbie come back after she's done a little speech, and she's going to arc up into a pose, smiling and all that stuff, and I'm gonna give her a little shoulder shake that eventually get less and less as she gets higher to the top of the arc, and then she stands there and Ken says whatever, and yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Moving on. Okay, so this is what the keys look like so far, and then we'll move on to tweening. Hooray!
Hey, Barbie.
Yeah,
Can I come to your house tonight?
sure. I don't have anything big planned, just a giant blowout party with all the Barbies and planned choreography and a bespoke song. You should stop by.
So cool.
Yeah, okay. Bye.
She gives a little wave and then she exits screen right. Okay, let's get a move on. Let's start Tweens. So I've worked out the wave. I've also worked out most of the movement with the keys, and Tweens at this point are pretty easy because I've figured all the movement out, and I'm just filling in the gaps, and then I'm really tightening stuff up, getting some nice slow in and slow out, and pushing arcs just a bit more, just squeezing a bit more out of that, and then I'm gonna do the hair and the lip sync. So the tweens in this scene will mostly be on 2s. I'm also going to have a couple of the breakdowns on 1s just to sort of make the action a bit quicker in spots. Cheating it, that's fine. I like 1s and 2s in an action, it kind of makes it fun. I suppose it's not really cheating if you have 1s and 2s in a scene. My professor years ago told me in art college that having some parts on 1s, you're kind of cheating spacing. I don't really agree with that, but you know, he has his own philosophies. So yeah, I'm just going through and I am sorting out all the in-betweens, and then I eventually change the model to Barbie significantly. Actually, I get rid of the dress and I change her palette a little bit. Her clothes are different colors, and she has leggings on. A sort of 80s workout TV look. I think it looks pretty cool. And she has massive hoop earrings. Okay, so I'm coming to the end stretch here. I'm just figuring out the in-betweens. I'm polishing the sort of shoulder shake at the end here. I want to make that look pretty nice. I think it's a nice little cute thing. And then I'm going to start working on the hair. I wanted to add some nice follow through and secondary action on Barbie's hair there to, you know, really sell some bouncy, soft action. So how I'm going to do that is with arcs and curves and lots of in-betweens after she settles. So her hair will keep moving after she does an action, and it'll overshoot maybe twice, I think, in the couple of actions it does, and then it will settle. I can do further long format videos on specific parts of the body if you guys would like to see that. I'm going to post some on Patreon. I have one going up maybe tomorrow, and it is with Lipsync. I voice recorded myself animating Lipsync in real time, and it's at the end of this video. In fact, it's happening right now, and you can watch that. It's only 4 or 5 minutes long. The one on Patreon is about 45 minutes long maybe, but I'm going to show you a little bit here, and hopefully you can get an idea about how to tackle Lipsync. So here she says yeah, so the teeth drop. She's making that yeah sound. Teeth drop. She goes yeah. And then I'm gonna have the no, it's gonna come down here. Yeah. Okay, and then it's gonna come up. And she goes, okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
She goes, okay. Oh, mouth is looking massive there. Let's fix that. Okay, we'll do a smaller mouth.
Okay.
mouth so huge there? It's ridiculous. Okay, that works. Oh, that's what it should look like. See, I got... Okay. My mouth got off model there. I was wondering why... If you hit R, it resets the shape. Whatever. Screw it. Maybe a big mouth. Okay, so she says bye. She waves. Okay, she says bye on frame 288. Okay, bye. Bye. I'm gonna stretch this mouth down a little bit. Okay, bye. Bye. You know what? I'm gonna have the mouth open for a bit longer. Let's pull this down. And then we're gonna get the bottom teeth still open. What the f is going on? Okay. She says bye, and then she waves to Ken. And he's like so cool. It's kind of weird, but. And then I'm gonna keep the mouth kind of squished up like that. That looks too good. No, too much. Too much. Okay. Okay. I think we're done. I think the chin's gonna get moved around a lot, but for lip sync, I'll leave that there. And yeah, let's take one last look, and then I'll send you on your way, and I'll take you back to me editing this video.
Hey, Barbie.
Yeah.
Can I come to your house tonight?
Sure. I don't have anything big planned, just a giant blowout party with all the Barbies and planned choreography and a bespoke song. You should stop by.
So cool.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Okay, that works. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, it's not perfect. It could be better, but oh my goodness, we'll leave that for now. I have all the windows closed in my flat, and it's quite hot today, and I'm gonna open them up because I am sweating. It's just too noisy outside.
Have anything big planned?
I'm also gonna add some more stretch and squash to some of the shapes, but I think you guys get it. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I hope you guys like that. And if you want to see more stuff like that from me, you can check out my Patreon. It's only a couple of bucks a month. Thanks to the people who joined in the last couple of weeks. Much appreciated. We have a little bit of a chat. I show them what I'm working on, and I ask them questions, which direction I should go with this and that. And yeah, it's great fun. We have so much fun there, I can't sleep at night. Like I said, a couple of bucks a month. Links in the description below. Check it out. Cheers. Okay, now we're going to move on to the final video. And then I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to go to bed. Also, before I do that, I post these final animated pieces in my Shorts tab on my YouTube page, so check that out and you can see it there on repeat forever and ever, and it will drive you insane. Okay, enjoy the clip.
Hey, Barbie.
Yeah.
Can I come to your house tonight?
Sure. I don't have anything big planned, just a giant blowout party with all the Barbies and planned choreography and a bespoke song. You should stop by.
So cool.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.